The UN Special Representative Ghassan Salame reporting to the Security Council on what's been a dramatic and destabilising period for Libya. The country gripped by fresh violence. His plans for a national conference representing all Libyans overturned by an audacious offensive by Khalifa Haftar, a renegade general believed to be armed by the United Arab Emirates and Egypt.
48 days into the attack on Tripoli by General Haftar's forces, there has already been too much death and destruction. Libya is on the verge of descending into a civil war, which could lead to the permanent division of the country. The damage already done will take years to mend, and that's only if the war is ended now.
He said war crimes were being committed, and some of those already listed by the International Criminal Court were involved in the most recent fighting.
There are numerous reports of extremists, persons under international sanctions, and individuals wanted by the International Criminal Court appearing on the battlefield on all sides. All parties must publicly dissociate themselves from such elements without delay and refer to the ICC those for whom arrest warrants have been issued.
Addressing a Security Council that is itself deeply divided and has been unable to agree a resolution calling for a ceasefire in Libya, he attacked regional and international players for fueling the conflict by sending weapons to both sides in defiance of an arms embargo officially in place since 2011.
Many countries are providing weapons to all parties in the conflict without exception. The amount and sophistication of these weapons are already causing greater numbers of casualties. Without a robust enforcement mechanism, the arms embargo into Libya will become a cynical joke. Some nations are fueling this bloody conflict. The United Nations should put an end to it.
The UK is what's known as the pen holder on Libya. They would draw up any Security Council resolution. It's likely they'll try again to negotiate a resolution calling for a ceasefire, but it's also likely the negotiations will be difficult. James Bays, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.